Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again, and today we have, yet again, another Erik Jones paint scheme. This one's a very unique piece, the RP Funding Chevrolet Camaro from Richard Petty Enterprises, Motorsports, wherever you want to call them nowadays, GMS. Let's go ahead and get it out of the box. Alrighty folks, here we go, another 164 diecast for you to enjoy. Check this one out, fellas. This is actually a really interesting paint scheme here, guys. So we have some gradients, we have some transitions, we kind of have a three-color, tricolor blue here. We got kind of like periwinkle blue, you got more of a Delta Claritin commercial blue, and you got kind of a soft petty blue. So this is a very, very interesting paint scheme. Let's go ahead and dive on into it. So I don't think this is going to get made in the Authentics line, so I do think this is going to be something you're going to have to pick up in the Gold Series if you're wanting this diecast in your collection here. But let's kind of investigate it. So you got the Jones logo right there at the front windscreen. You got RP Funding, Direct Mortgage Lender. Look, I'm assuming RP Funding means Richard Petty, but I could be mistaken on that one. Anyways, it could be a front or something. So you get the 43 right there. Get Richard Petty Motorsports, which is now GMS Petty, I believe. You get the Sunoco decal there. I like the front end here. It kind of reminds me of the Columbia Outdoors paint scheme he had. But he kind of like a periwinkle blue that kind of has a soft, or not really a soft, more of a rough gradient to that Delta blue, that Claritin Sky blue. Now, some people have talked about the gradient on this car, and they said, you know, the gradient doesn't look that good. Look, I'll be honest with you. If you're trying to replicate a very smooth gradient that you would see, you know, on a normal race car, in the 164 scale, it is next to impossible because every single one of those dots are pixels. It's very difficult to make a sharp gradient with pixels. It really is. So with the 164 scales, I do cut them some slack. However, I actually think it looks cool. Even though it's not entirely accurate, I don't think, to the real car, it still actually has a nice texture to it. You know, it just has that very small pixelated design. But to me, it actually looks kind of good. I like that. So you have the three-color blue here, kind of a petty blue, Delta Claritin blue, and then kind of a periwinkle blue. But check out this pinstriping here, man. I think everyone has completely overlooked this, but look at this very nice pinstriping. I mean, this is like San Andreas lowriders, man. That looks good. Let's get RP Funding right there, American Ethanol, whatever that is, U.S. Air Force, Club Windham, and Safety Clean. Got Erik Jones, Mac Tools, STP, Columbia, Petty, 50th years, I think, 58 years, 50? I think so, who knows. Cup Series, got a bunch of bullet holes all over this thing. Got Cup Series, race car, and Goodyear. Do have a little bit of a decal crinkle there. But the gradient to me really doesn't bug me. It really doesn't. I kind of like it, even though it's not 100%. Like, this looks cool to me. Like, to me, that looks like a texture pattern. That looks pretty cool to me. Let's get RP Funding once again. 43, not R3. Got ZL1 Camaro, 1LE. Got the black spoiler. Very, very sharp. A little bit of some chips and some scratches there. Yeah, I noticed this car is actually kind of, like, the chassis is kind of hanging down. But I got to be honest with you guys, and I'll try to show it here. This thing actually rolls very, very good. So I know a lot of people, they'll nitpick about it and say, you know, oh, the chassis is not good. However, for diecast racing, this actually, like, rolls super smooth. Like, I'm not even going to front. Like, this thing has no resistance. So, even though to the normal collector, which God knows I'm far from normal, this would not be a good thing. However, if you're a cat that likes diecast racing, this thing rolls fast. So that'd be very interesting for possible Duralast Cup Series racing. But nonetheless, this is a very, very cool looking paint scheme. I love the pinstriping here. I mean, that really does remind me of some San Andreas lowriders. Love that. However, this is the one thing I'm not a fan of with this diecast is the roof number. Now, if you've seen the other diecast review we did on the blue Erik Jones car, whatever the crap it was on there, the Petty's Garage one, that's what I'm thinking of. It has true Dayglow 43 numbers. I don't know why, but for the last 4 years, it seems, they're obsessed with putting this burnt, like, orange-looking 43 on the roof, and it looks terrible. It really does. It clashes so bad with the race car. Like, everything else in the car looks great until you see that. It amazes me how they did a proper Dayglow on that 43, and, yeah. that's just my 2 cents there. Got Check It for Andretti. That's a very cool decal. Got Jones, and once again, the deck lid is empty. So, this is actually a really cool paint scheme. Do I recommend it? You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of do. I kind of do. It would not be my first choice. In fact, if you could pick any diecast in the barn, so to speak, I would highly recommend picking up maybe one of these instead. The Kevin Harvick for the farmers, you know, Freightliner machine, or heck, even get his Bristol dirt car or get a mac and cheese truck, because why not? Or heck, even if you're an Austin Cindric fan, they just got this thing out, the 2020. Yeah, it's a 2020 diecast, but it's the Phoenix raced version. Look at that dirt and grime, the damage. It's even got the right side door numbers got damage. That is a very, very cool diecast. I would recommend picking up those before you pick up this one. So my point is this: if you're, you know, if you're making your shopping list and you have a little bit of wiggle room, this would be a car I would like to put in that shopping list, so to speak. That's how I would look at it. Honestly, I would give this thing a 8. I'm going to give it an 8.6. If it had this, I would give it a 9.0, but an 8.6 with the roof numbers the way it is. Anyways, though, if you want to get free shipping, guys, you know what to do. Promo code down below. I'd greatly appreciate it, and I'd love you forever if you use it. What do y'all think about this car, guys? Y'all are the cats that make this channel go. We're so close to 4,000 subscribers, guys. Holy cow. Hopefully we can hit that in 2022. We started this in 2018. Oh my goodness, time flies. But this is actually a really cool car. I just really wish they would have fixed the 43 on here. But, you know, 2021 is going to be a great year for the Erik Jones collector. I don't know if if you've been living underneath a rock, you probably wouldn't know this. But Erik Jones, as of right now, possibly could have 10 diecasts made from 2021. As of right now, 6 of them are confirmed. There's more of them coming, possibly. So we could have 10 different 43 cars from 2021, which if you would have told me that back in February of 2021, I would have said, you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, fellas, because there ain't no way on God's green earth I'd ever expect Erik Jones, a cat who only got 1 diecast made, and it was an authentic exclusive in 2020, to get that many made for the 43 camp, which is great. I am always in favor for more diecasts. I am always in favor of it, even if it's only got one little decal changed on it. Make a whole new diecast for it, because I want to see as many diecasts as possible. But I gotta be honest with you, the more I look at this paint scheme, the better it looks. Like, honestly, if I just completely overlook the roof decal, I'm gonna bump it up. I'm gonna bump it up to 8.6. I'm going to give it an 8.6. I really like the color scheme. I like the pinstriping. I really like this diecast, guys. Definitely a nice little addition to anyone's collection, especially if you're a Jones cat. That good old Jones boy. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, guys. Hope you're having a swell day out there. Don't eat too much popcorn. Don't drink too much coffee. Diecast Buffet. Stay humble. Signing off.